country's fight against a decades-long insurgency continues, International Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict, or NTF-ELCAC, has declared that active guerrilla fronts in the country have been entirely eradicated. Almar Forsuelo reports.
The Communist Party of the Philippines armed wing, the New People's Army or NPA, no longer has any active guerrilla fronts, according to National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict or NTF-ELCAC Executive Director Undersecretary Ernesto Jun Torres Jr. Torres, who made the announcement during a virtual forum on Wednesday, emphasized that the communist terrorist group is now on its last leg. But Torres also cautioned against complacency and urged that the efforts to clear barangays of NPA influence must continue.
To give you an update in our campaign as of date, we have no more active guerrilla fronts in any region in our country. The armed components of the communist terrorist group are on their last leg, but this does not mean that we can rest easy in our efforts of clearing barangays of the CTG's influence.
The NTF-ELCAC official also mentioned that there are only 14 weakened guerrilla fronts remaining, which they are committed to dismantling to achieve lasting peace in the Philippines.
We still have 14 weakened guerrilla fronts that we have to contend against and ensuring their total dismantling will be our prerequisite for us to initiate our next steps in ensuring peace.
Yusek Torres explained that the collaboration of various government agencies under the leadership of the security sector has significantly weakened the support for the rebel groups.
Yung effort to dismantle all the guerrilla fronts primarily, of course, was done by the security sector. But of course, yung collaboration with the other government agencies and the communities came into play. Kaya nagkaroon ng mas magandang efforts on peace and development. But of course, in addressing the guerrilla front, ang primary na kino-confront ng ating mga security sectors are the armed rebels. So when we say that a guerrilla front has been dismantled, yung capability nila politically and militarily in a particular area has already been degraded into an insignificant level.
He emphasized the significant impact of the NTF-ELCAC's localized peace engagements achieved through the cooperation of every government agency.
This will be very important as we continue our localized peace engagements, which is one of our main efforts in sustaining the gains of the whole of government and whole of nation mechanisms anchored on good governance and human rights-based approach.
Despite this, Undersecretary Torres stated that using the approved funds, they will continue the Barangay Development Program to further eliminate the influence of the communist group.
The budget for the Barangay Development Program, or BDP, has already been approved by our legislators, granting 2.5 million per beneficiary barangay for development projects. And we have 864 such barangays for this year. So as the NTF-ELCAC's flagship project, its effectiveness has long been proven by the permanent eradication of CTG influence in our barangays, especially in the countryside. And we, at the NTF-ELCAC, will continue to banner this program for more support from the national government agencies, its bureaus, offices and agencies, as well as GOCCs and SUCs.
For God and my beloved Philippines, this has been Almar Forsuelo, SMNI News.